So what follows is the ADHD rantings of myself showing you exactly where to go and what to do to get a full set of gear, how to level, and where to get a spear with bleed as well as a great shield with a damage buff while fighting no monsters. You can do this from the very beginning of the game, and using a great shield with a thrusting weapon allows you to block and attack at the same time, making it a great early tank build. I hope this helps, and if it does, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. Enjoy. So this is what your character will look like once you have collected all of the things. Every single thing here can either be bought by the Twin Maidens or picked up directly off of the ground. You can do the Boulder Farm in order to get the money to purchase the thing for the Twin Maidens, as well as pretty much any time you're strapped for cash. Of course. We will go ahead and avoid the douchebag that's normally patrolling here. Or don't. I don't care. You'll be able to make your way into the church, usually probably looping around the side here and coming in through here. He's your first vendor. There's where you'll find your crafting kit. You'll find another grace site. Grace sites can be used as your save points as well as your teleport points. Whatever the last grace you touched is where you're going to respawn at. We're going to go ahead and run through here. Avoid the guy on our left. Avoid the guy on our right. At which point you'll see the village. Try to avoid the giant roaming thing of bats. I don't see them anywhere, so you're pretty good. From here, you'll hit this grace. At this grace is where you'll actually meet the one-eyed lady, and she will offer you an accord, and that will get you this wonderful steed. If you don't accept, she's just going to keep hounding you until you do accept. That pillar obelisk thing right here in front of this will have map fragments. Collect them. They will fill out your map so that you can actually properly see. But from here, we will go ahead and head north. That guy up there is going to jump down. Be warned. These guys are going to shoot at you. We're not going to bother with any of this because we don't have to fight any of this. The only things we have to fight are things behind fog walls or things that we need drops from. And we don't need any of that, and none of that is here. If you die, you lose your runes. Your runes is the number in the bottom corner. These, you will find little seeds. The seeds can be used to trade in for different potions. Sorry, went on a little bit of a tangent there. Wolves from the sky, don't know why. Go ahead and head up here. Use this grace. Using a grace resets the enemies. It also resets your health. So as long as you make it to the grace, you're fine. You made it to the grace, you're now fine. From here, there'll be a nice lady inside there you can talk to. I don't really care about. What I care about is the guy right there. That guy will have a keystone on him. We're going to use that keystone to get the turtle talisman, which, like, no joke, even at endgame, I'm still using the green turtle talisman. It is that good. All it does is it recovers your stamina faster, and with your stamina recovering faster, it means you have more action economy. You can block more and you can attack more, which obviously are important. Yep, they all want to eat you. Every single one wants to eat you or kill you. Go ahead and collect this. Next grace. Moving on. From there, we are going to go up the mountain a little bit. I don't think we need to go up the mountain. Never mind. We can just circle around the camp this way. We just don't want to go through the center. There's a bunch of bad guys through the center. But we can circle around the outsides of it. That poor guy taking a poop in the bush. Yep, doggies. I hate the damn doggies. At least the furry ones don't look so freaky. Alright, this is the next grace. Again, collect these Pokemon, collect them all. Resets, teleport points, all good things. He's having a bad day, just leave him alone. Moving on. Just past this bridge, though, there will be another vendor. How's it going? You can always tell where they're at by their little torches, or their little campfires. Moving through the graveyard, don't mind the dead rising up out of the ground. Yep, there you are. Moving past. Don't care, don't want to bother. What we need is this grace. This grace is the one that we need in order to get our green turtle talisman. Now that we are here, you can also sit at it. Make sure you're sitting at these. I circle along the bottom so that I don't aggro the tibia guy, that guy right there in his boat. He summons undead. He's a boss. I wouldn't mess with him. We can just run past these undead later. Nice knowing you. And we're going to head up into here and then hang a sharp left. And these are the turtles. Hello, turtles. In order to open that, you use this from the front. You will click to activate it with your E, and it will ask you for that keystone. Use that keystone, that fog wall disappears. Go inside. In the back, there is a door that you can lift open, and that will give you your talisman. So we have our talisman. And now all we need is our armor, our levels, and our weapon. Which, guess what? Right over here, you can leap into these and you won't take fall damage. They'll also launch you up in the air if you are bored. Or you want to go up the mountain. Nevertheless, this is the cave we want. It is just past, right over there was the air spout. Head inside the cave. Again, not had to attack a single thing. We have our talisman. We are getting our weapon. You're going to sit at this grace. In fact, I'm actually going to sit at this grace because this one's going to be a little bit dangerous. And you will head inside here. You'll have to open this door. Once you open the door, we can run past it. Be ready to press the E to climb the ladder while you're using your sprint. Go ahead and move up to the ladder. That guy's gonna horn. Won't even bother attacking you. This guy up here, I don't even know what he's looking for, but keep looking for it, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and run past this guy. Heading to our left over here, see the little land octopuses. There's gonna be a lot of them. There's gonna be a giant one on the wall. Underneath it is where our thing is. Right there it is. There he is. Right there is, this is what we want to collect. Boom, we collect this, and we have our cross Naginata. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Nope. Nope. How about nope? Once you picked up the Naginata, it doesn't matter if they kill you. It literally doesn't matter. It's in your inventory. You have it. You just need to get to it and pick it up. Once you pick it up, it is a spear that has bleed on it. Bleed, if you put enough stacks on something, will start doing percentile damage. That is what makes bleed so freaking amazing in this game. So, get your cross Naginata. You have your weapon. You'll probably end up dying and coming back to that grace. At which point, we will head back outside. And we will head on to the next part. From there, we're going to go ahead and ride the spouts down. Okay. Or we'll fail. Either way. Didn't die. Doesn't matter. Hello, wolves. Have a good day. Ride the spout down. We can loop down into this church. Inside this church will be your Wondrous Physick. It is a special potion that gives you buffs. It'll probably be either over here or in the bucket. Collect both of them and make sure you activate this grace. From this grace to the south down here is another thing, a little orb that you can put in your physick for dexterity, I believe. It's easy to find. I'm not even going to bother with it because it's that easy. What I am going to show you is the teleport and something that is actually slightly more complicated. Behind the church, in this alcove, you will find this, and that is a teleport. That teleport will allow you, and this will teleport you across the frickin' world. From our new location, we will be able to overlevel. These doors will be closed. There will also be a giant gargoyle there. As long as you don't move in front of the gargoyle, it won't come to life. You open up these doors, that big old hunk of man back there, leave him alone. We just want this. We're going to pick up the grace right there, and we're going to move our way back out. Once we're outside, we will mount up. We will run past the gargoyle, riding as fast and as hard as we can, because that gargoyle is kind of a beast, especially at starting players. Try to avoid these militiamen. They die pretty easy, but they also do a ton of hit points damage. Right here is going to be another one of these trees. Again, more potions. Always a good thing. Avoiding the men with the scythes and the funny hats. Making our way to that grace dead ahead. Again, if you die, not a big deal. You're just going to go back to the last grace. You rinse and repeat. Pick up this grace, and it will rinse and repeat. These little guys out here, like I said, they're basically glass cannons. You can crouch, get behind them, and do a backstab and probably kill them. They were originally a farm, but they're not as easy as the boulder. We're not going to mess with the dragon. We're going to head this way from the bridge, this way up. And we are going to shoot just past this route in these runes. And we're going to shoot straight across, avoiding all of those militiamen. Jesus. That's a lot of death over there. All right. We're going to stay off the road here, and we're going to hug this wall as much as we can. Again, avoiding bad guys. On the road, there's little spore sacks. Those little spore sacks will explode into poison, and it will be lots and lots of death. Oh, goody, it's nighttime. That's why that guy's there. Nope. Oh, he said yep. That's nice. He only appears when it's nighttime. You can also use the grace to change the day and night cycle. But we ran past him. Not a big deal, thankfully. All we needed was this grace, in which case we are going to sit at it so that we reset him. Otherwise, he's going to come over here and he's going to murder us. All right, leave. He's still there, but he no longer on his aggro radius. And from this grace, down that path, we are going to do the Boulder Farm. The Boulder Farm, it is one of those things that it is difficult the first few times you try it, but once you figure it out, it's like riding a bike. It will become so ridiculously easy. So you hop up on your horsey, you're going to ride this way, and you're going to aim at the pillar, and you're going to ride to the edge, and behind us a boulder is going to spawn. And then we're going to leap up north. And the boulder's going to run off the edge, die, and give us a ton of runes. Then we're going to ride back, and we're going to sit, and we're going to use that as a method to level basically all the way up to 70, really. It's still viable up to 70. I think around 70 it takes like 20 boulders to level, which just kind of gets a little ridiculous at that point. So you might want to stop by then. But if you ever need money to buy something on your character, just come here. Literally just come to this grace right here. Right out here on the map. All the way in the corner there. And you will be able to just farm your little heart's content. Just riding on out here. Aimed at the pillar. Riding to the edge. And then turning and leaping up. We need to sit at the actual grace to reset it. Sit at the grace. Yep. Cool story. Back up. Horse. Riding. Sprinting. While riding. Oh, poor dear, you are so dead. Make sure the boulder goes off the side of the edge in order for you to get it, because otherwise it will stop and it will just despawn and it won't count. It has to roll off the edge in order. And if it kills you or rolls you off the edge, just do it again and hope that you can recollect your runes. If not, again, this is so ridiculously easy. There's no reason not to farm this. But once you farm this, you will have access to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is always located in the bottom corner of the map, right over here. You travel to it. Yes. And from here, you'll be able to buy the armor set, or at least everything but the helmet. They do sell a helmet, and if you want to buy that helmet, be my guest. You know, you do you. But hello, ladies. Talk to them. Purchase. Scroll down. There it is. There's the chest. There's the arms. There's the legs. You'll be able to buy them. Easy. They have a helmet. This helmet is not as good as the helmet that I am currently wearing, which is this bucket helmet type thing. A Crusader helmet. And that is gotten at the very bottom of Caelid. Again, you won't be able to see it, but that's the merchant right there. You will be able to, since we did activate right here, we can travel back here, hit OK. And we'll be able to just basically follow the entire road all the way to the helmet. There will be a dragon along the way, but like most things in this game, just run past it. Don't bother. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your frustration. You're just trying to get yours and get everything done. Go ahead and head on out. Go ahead and mount up. And head over to the spout. And we are going to launch ourselves. All right. Avoid that church on the left. It does have invader. You can try to take out the invader. I wouldn't say she's tough, but she's aggressive. I find her to be very aggressive. We're going to head on up. There's our next grace site. Again, make sure you're collecting these so that you can teleport back to them at any time, as well as that they act as save points. So if you do eat it for whatever reason, you just go back to the previous one that you were at. What I was saying about runes before I was interrupted earlier is that as long as you don't have runes in the bottom corner, death has no penalty. You can die as many times over, and the only thing that's going to happen is the same thing, and that number is going to go to 0. That number is past the doggies over here is going to be your next grace. That number, though, is your experience and your money. If you want to, you can take your money, go to the Twin Maidens, and just buy stuff, and then later on, resell that stuff, and still have your money. And you don't have to worry about losing it. I'm going to run through the sides over here. That's a big boy. Whew. That's a whole lot of death. I do not want to deal with any of that. Just past that wall, there's the road again. Just past this wall is going to be our next grace. And bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you hit up that grace and continue on. We're going to avoid the shrimpy guys on the road. Avoid the poison sacks that are all over the place. That campfire means, that's right, another merchant. Avoid whatever that is. And he will sell us more stuff. Again, you can buy all of these stuff too, because you now have a way to make money without fighting anything. Just riding your horsey. That's it. There's our next grace right behind him. He was on the other side of that rock. On the other side of this rock, bam, grace. Simple as that. That is a giant pool of just poison and death and scarlet rot. We are not going to deal with any of that. Though if you are on your horse, you are safe. So as long as you're on your horse, I can ride through this and be just fine. If I get off my horse and I touch that, I will die very, very quickly and painfully. There's also stuff that comes out of it, so we're going to avoid all of that. We're going to head back to the road, avoiding the giant poison sack there. Jeez. Heading back on up to the road. We were going west from the Grace. And bam, road. We can now ride this forward and avoid the shrimpy guys. I don't want to fight you guys. Please don't gun me down. They do have weird, like, back quills that are terrifying and horrible. That's a dragon, by the way. He's going to get up and start moving here in a second. Or not. Nope, there he is. He's moving. Yeah. He definitely wants to eat us. We're just going to stay on the road and keep going. We do not want any part of that. It is still nighttime. That is why this rider is here. Sweet Lord, make sure you take a few seconds to actually set it to daytime. Oh. Also, another obelisk. That means there'd be a map fragment here. That's the guy we're going to want to talk to, but we're not going to talk to him just yet because there's a whole lot of stuff that wants to eat us right this minute. From the road up here at the bend, right here, where this bend is, bam, grace. Look at that. And I'm actually going to sit at this grace because, as far as I know, the whole world is following me at this point. All right. From there, we can head back, I guess it's south to get back to the road. And then from the road, we can make our way over here. He's over there. We're just going to let him stay over there. Again, I should have switched it to daytime. He will sell the helmet to you for like a massive 5K. I'll actually check to make sure on that real quick. Yep. Purchase. There it is. Oh, 1,800. Way cheaper. He's cool like that. Very cheap helmet. Again, that is the Greathelm. So now you have your armor. You have your weapon. You have your talisman. All we need is the jellyfish. We're going to teleport back all the way to where we got our Keystone from, which is right here, Stormhill Shack. We'll go ahead and travel there. And load up on our horse. There was the guy with the Keystone. We're going to ride north. Avoiding the militia on the road. If you follow this road, it will lead you to the first dungeon. Level up before you go there. Make sure you get all of your stuff that's here. We're not going to bother with any of that right this minute. We're just going to go straight off the road, avoiding the just ton and ton of bats, and apparently hitting the wrong key to unmount. We're going to ride past the creepy old lady on the broken bridge. What's up? You do your thing, I'll do mine. And, oh no, the bridge is out. Thankfully, it goes down. Boop, boop, boop. Curve to the left. Hop up. And then hug this left side, because you are on a cliff. And it is very easy to go off the side of the cliff. So just make sure you hug this left side, because you're going to follow it around. There will be a couple of packs of wolves and apparently some giant squirrels. Again, don't have to fight any of this. Just going to run past. Hug left. Hug left. Hi, wolves. Still hugging left. Still hugging left. Hi, wolves again. Part dukes. And we will come around the back side of the castle. From here, there's our Grace, dead ahead. Again, make sure you're collecting these. You need all of these Graces. They will act as your teleports and your other stuff. From here, there's another guy in here. You can pick up that Grace. I don't know if there's anything to loot in there. We're not going to mess with the graveyard. We're going to go down into this road. And we're going to follow it again. That's a camp. We never want to go through the middle of the camps unless we want to fight everything and its mother. We're going to go to the left of the camp, just like we did before. Hop, hop. Going around the side. Hop, hop. And we've completely avoided the camp and all of its bad guys. We have yet to fight a single thing. We have all of our armor. We have our weapon. Here's our next Grace, and this one's actually kind of important. This guy up here, he will sell you a lantern. You need to buy the lantern in order to enter certain caves because they're dark. They're caves, and you need a lantern to see. So make sure you pick up your lantern from this guy, pick up the Grace, and there will be a map fragment coming up here. Stay on this road. There's the map fragment dead ahead. Maybe just spam E, because there's a whole lot of monsters here, Lord. No, thank you. I don't want to buy any. Go away. Why are you here? Could you just not? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, another Grace. Cool. Remember, you can sit at these, as long as you're here before the monsters will make those disappear if they're, like, right on you. So be wary of that. But as long as you can get to it before the monsters, you can click on it, spam the E key, you're on it. Oh, that's a whole lot of death. No, thank you. Moving on. We're going to ride west. Do believe. I think it's this one. There's stuff all over the place. There really is. There's just stuff all over the place. Okay, see the water change from water to poison there? We don't want to head in there. We can run through it on our horse and be just fine, but we don't want to be in this cave, so we're going to go north out of this cave. Maybe a little northwest. And there's the next Grace. I don't even have this Grace. Cool. All right. Let's actually grab it then. Yay! We have a new Grace. Another teleport point. From here, this church, is where you will find the NPC in order to do the blood chicken farm. I do believe you have to beat the boss for the first dungeon, Godric the Grafted, in order to get him to move. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure. That's what I read on the internet. But up over here is where we're going to find our shield. So we are going to ride northwest. Let's go ahead and mount up. Nope. Yeah, I'm really bad at this game, just so we're clear. And I've beaten it. I've not only beaten it, I've gotten every item in the game. I'm terrible at this game. I can't dodge to save my life. I'm playing keyboard and mouse. And yet, here we are. I'm showing you how to play it. I think we went way too far west, but doesn't matter. This means we're going to go in a L shape. We're going to go west, and then we're going to go north. Oh, hey, land octopuses. That's cool. You do you. I'm just going to go around you. More land octopuses. Nothing here. Yeah, we definitely went way too far west, but it's fine. Again, doesn't matter how you get there, just as long as you can find the place. Ooh, he seemed angry. Alright, there's a landmark. These freaky little worm rock dudes. And that is that, which means we are there and directly north. There's a good old landmark. From here, I do want to avoid the weird echo bats. And coming up, you will see a broken carriage with a bunch of red jellyfish. The jellyfish will attack you. So kind of just rolled through them on your horse. There they are. And just spam E. If you're spamming E, you'll pick up whatever's on the ground. They're actually kind of chill the last time I was here. But they will start attacking you. Right there. Just spam E. Right there it was. Would have picked it up. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. They are shooting me. Nope. I'm good. Not gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. If you don't get it the first time, just keep doing laps till you figure it out. You'll eventually pick it up. Like I said, there's no consequence to death if you have no runes. But from the jellyfish, that weird structure right there, there will normally be a dragon in front of it. I have killed the dragon. But behind the dragon, which is actually what's important, again, have not had to fight a single thing. Just running past everything. Picking it all up. You can go this way. There'll be a big old dragon here. You just ride up alongside here. And this guy right here, he will have a key. We can pick that key up. Again, spamming the E key as we roll by. Dragon will try to do all the wonderful murders and the eating. We're going to roll over here, and there'll be a nice little cave here. I do believe you will need to pay a keystone to get in here. That's what that means. Some of the vendors have keystones, so maybe pick them up, purchase them. From here, I will go ahead and show you that if you loop back down around, you can come up to that merchant. I believe it is this merchant that sells the, I want to call them gremlin ashes. and they're the best Spirit Ash early on in the game as far as I'm concerned. They do bombs that do bleed damage. They move in and move out to both engage and disengage with the enemy, so it creates openings and helps you build stacks of bleed. That is what I am basing why I think they're so amazing. But I will go ahead and show you how to get to that real quick. Yeah. Oh, hey, free runes. Yeah, anytime you find one of these graveyards, all of these are free runes for you to grab, though I wouldn't call this one exactly free, because those are poison. Very, very poison. Good. Thanks. Go ahead and follow the wall around. Avoid the poison sacks and the crab. We're just going to keep going south, or east. And now we have the town. Here's the way up. Again, not going to bother fighting any of this. Not worth it. Nope. I said nope. That's a big boy. He's going to suck. Whew. Man, they are really angry. There's a whole bunch of them. Good thing I could run past them all. Here's our next grace. Bam. And now that we have... Actually going to sit at this to reset the entire army behind me that wants to murder me. Now that we have the key, you'll be able to click on this, examine, and it'll allow you to enter. If you don't have the key, it's going to turn you away. You have to go pick up that key that was behind the dragon. That wasn't actually there because I killed it. It's okay. All right, hey. Another grace. Cool story. All right, from here, not that way, it is that way. This is the way into the second dungeon, by the way. It's where you'll be able to teleport here and come in and do the second dungeon, which will be that lift right there. But not that way, this way with the trees, and not the broken bridge. But through the trees, all the way at the end of this, past a bunch of wolves, will be the vendor. That vendor will sell you your Fanged imp ashes? Yeah, I know. You're wolves. Do your wolf thing. That's cool. There he is. Run past him just a little bit. I don't know what that is, but it's probably death. I'm good. Oh, hey. Free loot. Nevertheless, what we're actually here for is this gentleman right here. Hop off. Talk to him.
Back already. Unusual fella, aren't we? Did this aged merchant have something that caught your eye?
Oh, very talkative one. Purchase. There they are. Fanged imp ashes. I prefer these guys. You don't have to use them. I just think that they're great because they build up your stacks of bleed. And they'll pull aggro every once in a while, just enough for you to get an opening in on the boss. And hey, right there, there's our stone sword key, so that you can get into that cave if you want to. I do believe that cave is one of the crystalline caves, which, explore it all, see it all. So that is...
Safe journey.
everything. Full armor, weapon, shield. Yeah. Good luck, Godspeed. That is an early game build right there. And you didn't have to fight a single thing to get it.